It's all online.
It's all there, right? Yeah. And especially now where there's not as much interaction with people, I would assume that it's blown up even further, right? Yeah.
Or you're going to a park late at night.
Okay, because I've never...
Cruising is back. Thank you, gays of the early 90s, late 80s. Thank you so much for setting the tone for us. We know what to do. Because cruising used to be like, you're walking, someone goes like this to you.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, and then you meet them behind the bush. And then that kind of went away with like, clubs became like better to go to, like gay neighborhoods became less dangerous.
Yeah.
And then the apps started.
Okay.
But now, once lockdown happened, it was like, guess we're fucking in the park again.
All right. I've never used any of the apps, but yourself having used them, what do you like about them? What don't you like about them?
They are...
Because you were dating before the apps, you know what I mean? So like the change and how it's changed the game.
A little, maybe just like a couple years.
I guess, I don't even know when the apps came out, I guess. For me, I feel as though the apps only came out recently, but I assume they've been out for ages, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess
because
not recently.
Even before the apps,
like 5
they were like
years ago?
websites, like Craigslist. Like,
oh, okay, yeah, stuff like that for sure too.
Before
but I mean,
Craigslist.
like using like I've never.
What
used
was before
them,
Craigslist?
What was before Craigslist?
The ads in the newspaper.
Newspaper ads.
When did the Pina Colada song come out? Remember that? Looking through the newspaper, you see an ad. If you like pina colada,
no, I don't remember that.
Come over and eat my ass. Those are the lyrics of the song. People don't know that. They only know the pina colada part.
You know what? They don't pay attention.
Come over and rim me.
So being in the scene and having this access through apps and such, are you enjoying that, or does it take away some of the, the chase of getting to know and blah blah blah?
I think it makes it a lot toxic because you find someone that you're like, okay, well, this is a good-looking person. Yeah. They've got all these things. They check off every box, whatever that may be.
Cool.
And then you flip to the next person. You're like, this person is even better looking. So it's kind of like you develop in your mind like these unattainable standards.
Yeah.
And then, that person's good looking, but you're never going to land that person.
Because your first reaction is to their appearance. You're starting off with that. It's not starting off with a bio and going, oh, I like this bio, and then looking at like the picture afterwards and being like, I really liked what they had to say.
Yeah.
It's more so start there and then whatever underneath it.
But you can also just slide and find someone else. Slide and find someone else. If you're talking with someone, you don't have to put that much effort in, or you can say something that may put them off because you can just slide and find another one. And it's so easy to find them. But is it really? Because most of them do not turn out. And then we're not even going to talk about like bad dates and stuff, because I don't know how many times guys have shown up and they look like they've swallowed the people in the pictures that they've sent me.
You know what? That's
like full on, just like Kirby'd.
Just Kirby'd. As someone who has Kirby'd himself many times throughout the years.
Yeah, well, it happens.
A little bit of water retention after a bad binge. It happens. It happens. I'm sure one of these that I recorded, I was like, I looked on the scale by chance that day, and I was like, I think I'm like fucking like, holy shit. And that went away, and I was like, okay. Then I looked at the podcast, I was like, yeah, you look pretty fucking this is what it is. Now,
but then take an accurate recent picture. Why are you trying to sell me on something? I'm not going to expect you from 2009 to walk through the door.
That's exactly it. It's like you want to put like, a selection of pictures, I'm sure, of
or you know what?
Different
use
scenarios,
pictures
whatever.
when you were overweight, before the weight loss, and then you walk in the door like a twig, and I'm like, hey, who is this beaut?
That is a great idea.
But like, it's not all about looks. There's other things. There was like one guy, he did show up, and he was a little bit, he looked a little bit different than he did in his pictures.
Okay.
But we talked, and he was so nice and like a good listener that I went on a second date with him.
Okay.
And then it was just 2 dates though. But he was like a therapist, and I was like, oh, I like that he listens to me. And then I was like, am I work?
Oh, are you just like a little
I don't like this.
Side project work or whatnot?
I don't like it.
I don't like this. Here we are, talking about relationships and such. When you think about the idea of getting into a serious relationship, what are the aspects of someone and the things that you've learned are goes and fuck knows?
I've learned that people really have no idea who I am from the outside.
Okay.
And for a long time, and this is like maybe a last 2-year discovery, I just thought people view me as a certain way, like someone who's like a loser, kind of stays in all the side, just does their own thing. Mm-hmm. People view me as like a party animal. I'm like, I'm here, I'm there, I'm doing things. Like, I'm not this person. You
know what? That's something that maybe from when we were first friends on like Facebook, you'd have like, pictures of being a party person there. But like, I kind of feel like that's everybody on social media has that sort of thing, right? But like having known you instead, I didn't think that necessarily. But I can see how, you know, you post pictures of your fun times. You don't post pictures necessarily. Not you.
Like,
necessarily.
I know, but people are always like, "Oh, you have so many friends. You do this." I'm like,
yeah.
I post those pictures like once a month.
Yeah.
The rest of the time, I'm talking about crying and masturbating.
Crasturbating, if you like.
No,
you know?
Separately, not together.
Separately,
because then it's like, what am I going to do with the rest of my day? I just split two things into one. Like, now I have so much time to kill. I'm going to kill myself. No, just kidding. Never kill yourself unless you want to.
All right. Well, how about the idea of, you know, raising a child in this world? Do you like the idea of raising a child and instilling what you've learned in life?
I wish I had a vagina.
It is. You know what? But
people say, do you know what they say about gay men?
Yeah.
They're like, this is being gay is a blessing because you cannot accidentally have children.
That is one
you can't
way.
Just
I've
fall
never heard
upon,
that sounds,
You can't just fall upon a baby.
Yeah. That's
a fact.
Fair.
What if you're like, I don't know, say there's someone that you work with, you know, maybe like a little, or someone that's just attractive. You go out, you have drinks one night, you're both a little horny.
Yeah.
You go back, you have sex. Nobody has a condom, but you're both drunk. You don't even think about it. You could be pregnant from that moment.
Yeah.
That can never happen.
That
to gay people
is an aspect that I have not thought of, and I love that.
Yeah.
That makes it, you know, so much better for those who have chosen to want to raise life because the choice has
That's why I chose to be
made.
gay. Because, like, do I miss beating the pussy up and down and all around? Perhaps a little bit, a tad, a smidgen.
A smidgen.